Hi everybody, it's Gemma. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Today we're going to be doing the first installment into the brand new skincare series that I'm going to be running all the way through 2019, and if you like it, probably into 2020 as well. So today, I believe, is the most important video. In this video, we're going to discuss the 6 main elements of skincare that I believe are extremely important to have in your skincare regime in order to keep your skin at its optimum health and keep those wrinkles and fine lines at bay. So if you are interested in finding out what those 6 elements are, then please keep watching. Okay, so let me just say before we get into this video that there will be no brand or product recommendations during this video. That will come a little bit later on. I'm going to do a skincare regime video, my personal one, and my mum's going to do one on her personal skincare regime in February. So in this video, we're just going to talk about the 6 main elements of skincare that I personally believe are really important. We're going to talk about why I think they're important, and we're going to talk about how they actually work. So there will be a little bit of science involved in this video. I am going to try and keep it to a bare minimum because I know a lot of people switch off when you start talking jargon and why things work, because a lot of people don't care why things work. They just want to know that they are going to work. So I'm going to try and keep it to a minimum. But if you are really, really interested to know why things work and you want me to go into a greater depth scientifically in a future video, please do let me know in the comments section below, because I find all this stuff really, really fascinating. So I'll be happy to do that for everybody. Just saying. Okay, let's crack on. Okay, so quickly before I forget, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you've liked this video, click on subscribe. Also, click on that notification bell so that you do not miss any future videos. Also, I am on Instagram as well if you want to follow me on there. I do lots of little makeup videos on Instagram that I don't do on YouTube, so please make sure you follow me on there too. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase and no spaces. And finally, if you've liked this video or you're looking forward to the rest of the skincare series, then please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. Okay, so finally let's get into these top 6 skincare elements that I think are super important to have in your skincare regime. Now, you may find later on when you're looking at these particular elements that you can get several of these in one product. You don't need 6 products. I have 6 products, but you might find that you don't need 6 products within your regime. So let's go to the first one. And the first element is the most common element that you'll find within skincare, and that is moisture and hydration. So moisture and hydration as an element of skincare has been around since, well before I can remember. It's been around for an extremely long time. So rich creams, nourishing creams, face packs, and more recently we've seen the involvement in hyaluronic acid within those face creams and serums. Hyaluronic acid is absolutely amazing. I seriously recommend that everybody put it within their skincare regime at some point. It is excellent at hydrating the skin. It holds so much water, takes moisture from the atmosphere and really plumps out the skin, helping with fine lines and wrinkles and just skin health. So that is the first element, moisture and hydration. You can get this from creams and serums and definitely hyaluronic acid. Moving on to number 2. So the second element of skincare that I highly recommend are peptides. Now, so many people don't know what peptides are, but they know that they work, and that is absolutely fine. But I'm just going to do a little bit of background on peptides. So peptides are really, really short chains of amino acids, which are basically the building blocks of all the proteins that are in our skin. But these peptides are super smart. Super smart. Not only do they have a really small molecular structure so they can penetrate the skin really deep into those skin's layers, they also send messages to the collagen production cells telling them to produce more collagen. Now, collagen is the stuff that makes our skin really bouncy, really plump, really beautiful, really, really youthful. So if you want more collagen in your skin, if you don't want those fine lines and wrinkles, then you need peptides in your skincare regime. Okay, so moving on to the third element that I think is so super important to have in your skincare regime. This is the one that's been a little bit difficult to explain, so please bear with me. The third element that I seriously recommend are antioxidants. Now, there are so many antioxidants out there, but I'm only going to talk about a couple because these, one, are the most popular, and two, are the most potent. They are the strongest form of antioxidants that you can put on your skin, and they do the most benefit. So let's just go into antioxidants in general. So antioxidants are absolutely amazing. They prevent and repair any damage that's caused by free radicals. Now, what are free radicals? Free radicals are the nasty little thieves that are in the air that we breathe. The air that surrounds us on a daily basis causes a lot of damage to our skin. Things like radiation from the sun, any sort of pollution, smog, cigarette smoke, all causes a lot of damage, and antioxidants actually protect us from that damage. So the body is made up of molecules. Molecules are made up of atoms, and atoms are made up of pairs of electrons. And these free radicals are thieves. They like to steal our electrons. Now, if you look at a wall and all the bricks are electrons, these free radicals swoop in and start stealing the electrons from our wall. The more bricks that are taken out of the wall, the weaker the wall will be. So if you think about all the damage that's caused to our skin on a daily basis, so the damaging of our skin, the weakening of elastin fibres, the damage that's caused to collagen, the breaking down of blood vessels, creating dark spots on the skin, and also wrinkles, is all down to those free radicals swooping in and stealing our bricks. Okay, so we've got the wall, which is our skin, made up of bricks, which are the electrons, which we now know that the free radicals completely and utterly crave and want to steal every single brick within the wall. Now, how do antioxidants actually work? Well, antioxidants build another wall, a barrier all the way around our wall, made up of the same stuff, electrons. So when these free radicals swoop in and want to steal the electrons from our wall, they don't actually get to our wall, they get to the antioxidants first, and they decide, well, we'll just steal the electrons from the antioxidants instead of damaging our wall and therefore damaging our skin. So not only are the antioxidants preventing any damage from our skin, but they also have properties within the antioxidants that will repair any past damage that have been done by the free radicals. They are unbelievable, and I highly, highly recommend putting some in your skincare regime. So there are absolutely loads of antioxidants on the market. There's Reservatrol, there's coenzyme Q10, there's flavonoids, glutathione, niacinamide, I talked about quite a lot in the ordinary video. There's polyphenols, there's also vitamin E, but I'm gonna bypass all those, as fantastic as they are. We're gonna go straight into the most potent and the ones that do the most good for your skin. There's a couple that I'm going to mention today. The first one is vitamin C. In my opinion, every single person on the planet would benefit from having either a vitamin C cream or a vitamin C serum within their skincare regime. Now, vitamin C is such a powerful antioxidant. It's extremely potent, it's extremely good at what it does. The only problem is vitamin C is slightly unstable, which means it doesn't last that long. If you've had a vitamin C serum or cream in your cupboard for over 90 days, I would definitely be checking the shelf life of that particular product, because it might actually not be doing your skin any good after the 90-day term. Now, companies are obviously aware of this fact, so they're adding different ingredients to the vitamin C creams and serums to actually increase the stability of the vitamin C, which is an amazing achievement and will help everybody out. Now, even though vitamin C is quite unstable, vitamin C does a lot of things that other antioxidants don't, which is why it's so good. So if you have any brown spots on your skin caused by past sun damage, vitamin C will come in and help reduce those dark spots, and they will also boost collagen production, which again, collagen, we all want more collagen. So I highly recommend getting a vitamin C serum or a vitamin C cream within your skincare regime. So the last antioxidant that I'm actually going to talk about in this video is my personal favorite. It's the one that I feel like I've got most benefit out of in a very short period of time. My skin has improved tenfold since I've been using this particular antioxidant. In my opinion, everybody, no matter what your age, will get benefit from this antioxidant. Even if you're a teenager, you're not really bothered about future collagen breakdown or elastin breakdown or any sun damage because you can't see it, you're only a teenager. You still will get benefit from introducing this particular antioxidant into your skincare regime. So this antioxidant is retinol. Retinol is just, I love. Now you need to put this in your regime in increments. So you start off with a relatively small amount and you build it up as your skin gets used to it. If you go straight into a really high potency of retinol, your skin will look dreadful, it will look dry, it will start peeling, and there's no need for that. Absolutely no need. So what does retinol actually do? Well, retinol has an extremely small molecular structure, so it does penetrate the skin really deep into the skin's layers. It will boost collagen production and it also accelerates cell renewal and repair. So if you've got any damage in your skin whatsoever, acne scarring, sun damage, any sort of uneven texture, retinol will sort you out, and I have seriously seen a difference since I've been using my retinol cream. I highly recommend putting it in your skincare regime. Okay, so we've talked about moisture and hydration, we've talked about peptides, and we've just talked about antioxidants. Let's just move on to the fourth element of skincare that I highly recommend you have in your skincare regime, which is exfoliants. Exfoliants are amazing because they take off the layer of dead skin cells off the surface of the skin, revealing beautiful, luminous, fresh skin underneath, which is what we all want. Beautiful skin. But they will also prevent any skin blockages or breakouts by removing that top layer of dead skin cells. It helps the oil naturally get out of our pores. If the oil can't get out of those pores, then it creates bacteria, which creates a blockage or a breakout. But by removing those dead skin cells, you are preventing or at least reducing any chance of getting blocked pores or blemishes in the future. By taking off that layer of dead skin cells, you're also allowing your skincare to penetrate deeper into the skin and therefore work more effectively. So you'll get more benefit out of your skincare if you use an exfoliant. Now, the exfoliants that I'm going to go through today are not the skin scrubs, which were really popular in the 80s and 90s. There is nothing wrong with skin scrubs whatsoever. I just prefer AHAs and BHAs, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So AHAs and BHAs are chemical exfoliants. Now, chemical exfoliants have become more and more popular as the years have gone on, and some of them are gentle enough to use on a daily basis. I don't use mine on a daily basis. I use mine maybe 3-4 times a week, but some of them are gentle enough to use on a daily basis. You would just have to check the packaging and the directions. So what do chemical exfoliants do? Well, let's go into AHAs. AHAs are alpha hydroxy acids. These dissolve the bonds between the skin cells, allowing the dead ones just to be washed away, revealing beautiful, smooth, radiant skin underneath. Now, my favorite AHAs, the one that I personally use, are lactic acid and glycolic acid. There's no need to have 2 sets in your household. Pick one, try it out, see how you get on with it. But I highly recommend having one AHA within your skincare regime and using it 3 to 4 times per week. Now, BHAs aren't for everyone. BHAs actually go deeper into the pore and exfoliate all the way from the bottom of the pore out. I would recommend BHAs to anybody with really oily skin, acne-prone skin, anybody who suffers with blocked pores, skin congestion. BHAs are amazing. They exfoliate really deep into the skin. They clear pores of sebum and dirt. They treat existing blemishes as well as preventing future blemishes from actually coming in the first place. BHAs can be quite drying though, so if you do have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend BHAs in your regime. they aren't for everyone, like I've said. The main BHA that's really, really popular is salicylic acid. I tend to use salicylic acid. If I can feel a breakout coming, I will whip out the salicylic acid straight away, put a little dot on the blemish and just let that do its work. And it really, really is good stuff. So if you suffer with breakouts, a BHA like salicylic acid is worth its weight in gold. Worth its weight in gold. I very, very rarely use an AHA and a BHA on the same day because this can be extremely drying on the skin. The only time I actually do that is if I'm using a face mask with an AHA and a BHA on, because you're not leaving that on your skin, you're taking it off after 10-15 minutes or however long the actual product says to leave it on. I would definitely not recommend leaving any sort of product on like that overnight. There are some creams available on the market with AHA and BHA in. These are absolutely fine because these have been custom made and the amount of BHA in there will be very, very small. I don't recommend buying an AHA and a BHA and making up your own cocktail at home because you'll find that your skin dries out pretty quickly. So definitely get an AHA, use it 3 to 4 times a week, and if you are getting an AHA plus a BHA cream, absolutely fine, just don't make your own cocktail. Okay, let's move on to the 5th element of skincare that I highly recommend. Now, this isn't going to be for everybody because this isn't going to be in everybody's budget. This is a relatively new element that's been introduced to the market in the last 10 years. And because it's relatively new, it's very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Anyway, the next element that I recommend, if you can stretch yourself to it, but don't worry if you can't, is an EGF, which is an epidermal growth factor. Now, in the human body, there are lots of growth factors that are there from birth, but as you've got to full height and you're not basically growing anymore, when you hit around about 20, those growth factors deplete dramatically, and because of that, your skin gets thinner every single year because you don't have those growth factors within your body naturally. So after the age of 20, your skin will get 1% thinner every single year. And if you're female and go through the menopause, after the menopause, your skin will become 30% thinner. The thinning of the skin can be incredibly aging, but if you introduce growth factors back into the skin, not only will your skin stop getting 1% thinner every single year, you can also increase the level of thickness of your skin and it will maintain that level of thickness. So EGF is an incredible find. Incredibly expensive, but if you can stretch to it, I highly recommend it. Okay, moving on to the final element of skincare that I highly recommend everybody has in their skincare regime. And during this video, there have been no non-negotiables apart from this one. This is my one non-negotiable, and that is sunscreen. Now, everybody should be using a high SPF before they put their makeup on, or at least using a foundation or some sort of skincare with a high SPF in there. The biggest cause of aging and skin damage is sun damage. So if we can prevent the sun damage from occurring in the first place, you are onto a winner. Also, this is even more important if you are using things like AHAs and BHAs, and some of the antioxidants that I've mentioned previously during this video will make your skin more sensitive to sun damage. So if you've been using retinols, AHAs, BHAs, vitamin C, these all make your skin more susceptible to sun damage. You must wear a high SPF at least 3 days after applying these products. In fact, it should be one of those products that you put on without thinking about it in the morning. Sunscreens protect your skin against sun damage, which means all the other ingredients and products that you're applying to your skin can work more effectively. They're actually reversing the signs of any damage from previous years rather than having to worry about reversing the signs of damage that you're doing on a daily basis, which means your skin will look younger, plumper, stronger, more vibrant, more luminous for much, much longer. Okay, so I will put all the elements of skincare that I recommend in the description box below, and don't forget those skincare regime videos are coming from both myself and my mum, and there will be lots of skincare reviews during this year so you can pick the best of the bunch. But let's just have a quick recap on all the 6 elements that I've recommended today. So the first one, moisture and hydration. Definitely recommend a really good moisturizing cream if your skin needs that, and definitely a hyaluronic acid for hydration. The second one is peptides. There are peptide serums all over the place. Peptides are fantastic for increasing collagen production. The third element of skincare that I recommend are antioxidants. Antioxidants such as vitamin C creams and retinols, absolutely fantastic at protecting the skin from all the nasty things in the air around us that want to damage our skin, but they also boost collagen production and will also boost cell renewal and repair. Amazing. The fourth element that I mentioned was exfoliation. You need to get rid of those dead skin cells on the skin to make sure that you don't get blemishes, breakouts, blockages. Also make your skin look absolutely beautiful and smooth, as well as allowing your skincare to work more effectively. The fifth element of skincare that I recommended was epidermal growth factors. Now, epidermal growth factors are extremely expensive, but they do a great job. Not only will they stop your skin from thinning, they will also increase the level of thickness of your skin and maintain that level of thickness, making your skin look plumper and more youthful for a really long time. The last element of skincare that I recommended to you was sunscreen. It's vital that we protect our skin against the sun because the sun is the main cause of skin damage. So definitely put a sunscreen in your skincare regime. I hope you've really enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. In my opinion, I think this is probably going to be the most important skincare video that I do all year, because this is the one that gives you the tools. You now know what's important to have in your skincare regime. You can go out into the marketplace and go and source your own skincare, knowing exactly what's important so that you can get exactly the right products that suit your specific skin. Not my skin, not my mum's skin, your skin. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have, definitely please do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget there is my skincare regime coming up in the next couple of weeks. There is also my mum's a couple of weeks after that, so do stay tuned for that. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There is a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. Also click on that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Also on Instagram, if you want to follow me on there as well, it's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye!